Wild?
It's wild. Thank you for trusting me.
So apparently Meghan Markle tried to pull up to Miss World 2025 in India, and India basically hit her with the international version of stay home, sis. Her visa was denied. I mean, she was literally shut down, not happening. And according to Insider T, she is fuming, like, not just annoyed, she's raging, because this wasn't some random trip. This was supposed to be her big moment, a reset, a glow up, a whole look at me, I'm still relevant globally kind of flex. And India said, yeah, no. Now let's be clear, this wasn't her trying to enter on vacation or just sneak into the crowd. Meghan was allegedly planning to attend the Miss World 2025 event in some official-ish capacity. Some say she wanted to present, others say she had a global empowerment angle planned. You know, championing women, celebrating diversity, and maybe squeezing in a few photo ops. But here's the plot twist, she was never actually invited. Yup, sources close to the event said she didn't have an official role and no formal communication was made to include her, and when the Indian authorities saw that she was trying to push through anyway, they pulled the plug fast. The official reason floating around is security and reputational risk, which is diplomatic language for we don't want that smoke. Because if we're being honest, Meghan hasn't exactly been giving peaceful energy lately. Her name in headlines equals drama almost 100% of the time.
Was the move about getting away from the UK press, because the press is, you know, is everywhere, or was the move because you weren't getting enough support from the firm?
Think about it. From the royal exit mess to the Oprah interview bombshells to the Spotify and Netflix messiness, Meghan's been in her headline queen era for years, and not always in a good way. India, on the other hand, takes Miss World seriously. It's not just a pageant for them, it's a national flex, a cultural soft power move, a way to show the world, look at the beauty, the brains, the grace, the diplomacy. So the last thing they want is a celeb who might hijack the moment with controversy. And let's not act like this is random. India's not just denying visas for vibes. This was calculated. They watched what she did post-Megxit, the rebrands, the media circus, the book, the documentaries, the privacy but with cameras paradox. Every time Meghan shows up, there's noise. Good or bad, there's attention. And for an event like Miss World, where the contestants and winners are supposed to be the stars, India was not trying to let her turn that spotlight into another Sussex saga. And I honestly can't blame them, and let's not forget that India isn't new to the Miss World spotlight. They've hosted before, they've won multiple crowns. Priyanka Chopra, who won in 2000, literally used that title as a springboard to global stardom. And funnily enough, Priyanka is rumored to have had some distant tension with Meghan. It's nothing concrete, just those whispers. The kind of whispers that say Priyanka didn't like how Meghan allegedly ghosted her after the royal wedding. Remember when news got out that Priyanka didn't attend Meghan's baby shower and Meghan also didn't attend Priyanka's wedding? So, of all countries, India was not going to let someone with no invite, shaky press, and random royal baggage just walk in and center themselves at one of their most prized cultural exports. But what really makes this juicy is how Meghan apparently reacted behind the scenes. According to reports, and you know the press be lurking, she was stunned, shocked. Madam, her team tried to smooth it over with the classic clerical error excuse, like, oh, we didn't realize we needed a special visa for this. Or, there must be a miscommunication, but baby, no. This wasn't a glitch, this was a decision. They saw her name and said, pass. And the timing couldn't be worse for her brand. Meghan's in the middle of trying to flip the script on her public image, again, after the Spotify mutual parting of ways, aka they canceled her. The lukewarm response to the Netflix doc and that very random launch of luxury jam, yes, jam, she's been scrambling for a win. A high-profile international event like Miss World. That could have been the photo op she needed. Her in a sari, smiling with contestants, giving a little speech about empowerment, instant headlines. But instead, she got headlines about how she got denied at the door, and the internet did not hold back. You know how the internet works. Memes started flying, edits of Priyanka Chopra holding the Miss World crown while Meghan's name flashes on a visa denied stamp. Someone literally posted Miss World said no to Miss Meghan, and it had like 80,000 likes in 2 hours. It's brutal out there, and this time, she can't even blame the British tabloids. But this isn't just a one-time embarrassment. It's the symptom of a bigger problem. The Meghan Markle brand is shaky. There was a moment where she had the world on her side. Post-royal split, post-interview, people were ready to root for her. She was the girl who took on the monarchy, who spoke her truth, who called out centuries of toxic tradition. But then came the constant rebrands, the contradictions, the half-finished projects and awkward launches. People started asking, what does she actually want? Remember Archetypes? The podcast that started off strong and then fizzled. Or the Netflix deal that had so much potential and then turned into soft-focused talking heads and tea mugs. And now the new lifestyle brand, which is basically a reboot of that old blog, The TIG. But in a world already flooded with wellness influencers and aesthetic brands, what's Meghan's angle? Because inspirational quotes and artisanal jam aren't cutting it when the global audience is side-eyeing you. And when you can't answer that and your comeback moment gets blocked by an entire country, it sends a message, a loud one, that your star might not be shining the way it used to. Because let's be real, if you're truly a global powerhouse, countries want you at their events. They roll out the red carpet, they don't have to Google whether you were even invited in the first place. India made it very clear, they're not here for chaos. They want the Miss World spotlight on the contestants, the culture, the future, not on a duchess with a PR crisis and a growing list of awkward headlines. They didn't say it with words, but the message was loud. We don't need this energy. Keep it cute or keep it away.
I feel like there's going to be a little bit of sick in my mouth as I try and describe this, because fresh from repeatedly telling us that they were escaping the United Kingdom because they wanted.
And it's kind of ironic because Meghan's whole arc was about escaping an institution that tried to control her image. She left royal life for freedom, for a voice, for self-definition. But now, even outside that system, other powerful structures like international governments and global events are also saying no, which leaves her stuck. Not royal enough to command respect everywhere, not neutral enough to stay unproblematic, and not consistent enough to build lasting goodwill. So what happens next? Well, Meghan's team is already damage controlling. There are whispers of her planning another docuseries, maybe focusing on motherhood or mental health. She's still got that Netflix deal, and she's been hinting at a new lifestyle brand 2.0. But none of that lands if the public keeps side-eyeing her every move. And now that she's getting blocked internationally, that's not just bad PR, it's brand erosion. If Meghan wants to be a global icon, she's gonna have to tighten the narrative. Because at this point, the misunderstood Duchess storyline is wearing thin. The world isn't canceling her, but it is recalibrating how much energy it wants to give her. India was just the first to say it out loud. So yeah, Miss World 2025 is moving forward without Meghan, and she's stuck watching from the sidelines. No gown, no stage, no empowerment moment, just a denied visa and a whole lot of headlines. And honestly, that says more about her current reality than any tabloid ever could. Miss World didn't have to drag her, they just didn't open the door, and sometimes silence is the loudest rejection of all. So, what do you think? Was India just protecting their brand, or is this the global fallout Meghan's been dodging for years finally catching up? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're here for the real tea, not the fake internet PR, hit that like button and subscribe. We're just getting started.